Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. You have come on a wonderful day. I am going to be doing a repotting of some import plants. If you saw my unboxing video of the GreenSpaces plants that I received from Indonesia, I am going to be repotting those today, and I think they are doing wonderful. Wait till you take a look at them. You're gonna love it. So let's get to it. Okay, before we get started, I wanted to show you some of the pots of the sponsor of our video today, Jofamy. They have an Amazon shop. I have shown you pots and plant stands that they have sent me before. They sent me some more. There's a plant stand right back here. I'll give you a closer look in just a little bit. But these are the pots I'm going to be using today. Aren't they beautiful? Love the coloring on them. So I'll be potting those up. There is another one that I don't think I'm going to pot up today. I may use it actually for propagations because, okay, yeah. So I will probably use this as it does have a little plug there as a propagation vessel for probably my Cebu Blue that's in my lounge. So yeah, but all of these, I will have links to all of these pots and the plant stand with a discount code down below in the description. So you want to make sure and check that out. Thanks so much, Jofamy, for sponsoring today's video. So let me turn the camera down just a little bit and we'll get to potting these babies up. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is this Hoya. And it's doing really well. This has a really big root system, as you can see here. So I am going to pot this up in a 6-inch pot because I think this needs some space. Now this water here is the fertilized water. I had them in. I am going to use this to wet the soil once I do have it potted up. Okay, the soil I'm using is kind of a combination. I mixed my own little batch here. This is a combination of the Fox Farm Ocean Forest. You know I love that soil. I use it quite a bit, but I wanted to make it chunkier, so excuse me, I bought some orchid mix. This particular orchid mix, and I'll show a picture of it here, comes not just with the bark, but it comes with some pumice and some charcoal bits. So those are things that I don't have to buy separately to add some more chunkiness to the mix. This makes a great aeroid mix, nice and chunky, fast draining, lots of, got a eggshell there that made it in there. Lots of nutrients in this, so I think these plants will love it. So I just have this batch made up right now, but I think I will probably need to make up some more because I've got quite a few plants to pot up. Now here, I don't want to pot it too low, probably about to this area right here. I do have a wire trellis that I'm going to use on it. I think that's good right there. And I can see that while it was in, while it was in the water, it started growing new roots. So that's good. But I want to trellis this Hoya instead of letting it just hang down. That's about good. Just kind of don't want to pack it down too much. So this wire here actually came from an orchid, and I figured, oh, I could probably use this, so I just kind of reshaped it And I'm just going to put it right in here and secure it a little bit. And kind of wrap it around a little bit. Okay, so I went out into the patio and got these little ties here and just cut a little piece. And just gonna tie that up there. There. And I'm not gonna let this water go to waste. So I'm just gonna pour it right back in here. You'll want to, when you are repotting propagated plants from water into soil, you do want to make sure that you water the soil and not leave them in dry soil. That will really shock the plant. Make sure it runs all the way through. So for this pot here, it does have a plug in it, so I could use it as a cash pro where I put a nursery pot in it, or I can take the plug out and plant straight in it. But I think for this one, I'm going to put a little nursery pot in. It's a little short, but I think this will work. So let's see what we got here. We have two plants here. We have the Variegated Monstera Adansonii. Look at this leaf that's opening. It's going right through one of the fenestrations. So, and this Anthurium Silver Blush. Look how beautiful that is. I think that one will go perfect right there. So, not too much at the bottom because these roots, look how beautiful those are. Isn't that great? Oh, and I'm thinking that these may be too big. Let me see if I can wrap it around. I think that may be too big. I'm gonna have to put this in another one. Plan B. Let's see how these do. These are better. So I'm just going to separate them a little bit. This Monstera Adansonii variegated will fit better. So just kind of separate them a little bit so I can center it more instead of off to the side. You know me, I don't like to wear gloves. I like to get my hands dirty. Now, I don't know if you saw one of my shorts videos recently, my regular Monstera Adansonii, the non-variegated, somebody's texting me. It had not a spider mites, but mealybugs problem. And it is still outside because, let me tell you friends, I cannot get rid of those darn mealybugs. So far right now, it's gone the longest time without an infestation. I have been cleaning it with alcohol, spraying it with insecticidal soap, spraying it with neem oil, and I've been leaving it out on the patio. And so far, it's gone a week without any evidence of bugs. Ooh. I think that does perfectly. Look at that. Excellent. So I'm hoping that this one won't succumb to the same type of infestations. Let me know down in the comments, friends, if your Adansonii are susceptible to that type of infestation of mealybugs, because it's something that I'm having to deal with quite a bit. Okay, so this one here has a big root system, so I need a big pot. This is a big pot that looks like it will fit this. Now this one, I'll be honest with you friends, I lost the plug in the unboxing. I can't find it. I looked in the trash and the boxes and I can't find it. So that means that I will have to use it as a directory pot instead of a cache pot. Okay, so this one has its roots very low. So I want to pot it up right about there, the soil line. Okay, so well, this will work fine. These roots are big for such a little plant too. Look at that. You know, I like the leaf texture, or pattern rather, with this pot. Very cool. I like that. Okay, let's use the rest of this water. I'll go right through there. And Lucas can have his Guinness glasses back. It was so kind of him to let me use his Guinness glasses for propagation. He didn't say a word or ask me, when are you giving me my glasses back? He's such a good kid. Rosie, please. So this pot, Rosie. So this pot here is an urban jungle pot. I actually got this in the clearance rack with another plant in it that I'd used somewhere else. And I thought it was such a great deal because I got the plant and this wonderful pot. I am going to use one of these little nursery pots in it. And this glass here has the Philodendron Painted Lady and the Ring of Fire. So let's take a look at root sizes. That looks like it may work, this Ring of Fire. And speaking of which, you remember when I unboxed it, this was the leaf right here that was unfurling. Look at that. It unfurled while it was in the water propagation. And look at that coloring on there. Isn't that beautiful? And the Painted Lady has a leaf coming out right there. Now this one's a little bit trickier because it has these aerial roots up here, but it'll still work too. I think I'm going to do the Painted Lady, and I've got this one for that one. Okay. Not too much because this is a tall one. Now, I don't need to cover up all of these aerial roots. It's just the roots down below. Eventually, once this plant establishes more and I can move it to a bigger pot, it will need some type of a stake, a moss pole of some kind, because this is a vining philodendron and it's going to want something to grab onto. Oh, look at that. Yes, girl. So there you go. Let's give her some water, this Painted Lady. I think that looks beautiful. Love the tone on this pot. Okay, so I have this other urban jungle pot here that I was using for something else, but I'll use it for this. And then I'm going to put this little pot that fits perfectly in there. And this will be for the Philodendron Ring of Fire. And I always think of Johnny Cash and his song Ring of Fire when I talk about this plant. It's got some great roots on it. It's doing wonderful. Kind of shake it up a bit to get all the soil down in there and in between the roots. Press it down because I want it to be nice and secure. Doesn't seem to be. There's the ring of fire, Philodendron ring of fire. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. Now the last ones is actually one. This is the Philodendron White Princess, and this one also has a good size root system. But look at the patterning. It's got a wonderful white variegation on it. Look at the leaf it's pushing out here. Remember we saw that when I was unboxing it? The leaves feel so healthy, not a bit of wilting or thinness to them. So that's good. Now that one, I have the 6-inch nursery pot. I wonder if I have just enough. I might have to just get a little bit more. Scrape up the last little bit. So here I've got some aerial roots happening up top, but it looks like the soil line needs to be right about here because these roots were underwater and they're actively growing. So right about here is where I need that soil line. Right about there. Oh, I'm gonna need some more. Okay, so I got some more. I'll just mix it up here. Now, this orchid bark mix, it's chunky. I mean, it's like large chunks. Look at this thing. So, I don't know if they do a smaller size orchid bark, a coarseness, like finer coarse or larger coarse. I mean, this will work definitely. Well, whatever I bought in this nursery pot was $19.99. I can't remember what it was. Okay, that's better. See, we're up to the correct measurement on the soil line. And right now it will stay in this nursery pot. I'll just put a saucer underneath to catch the water. And I'll be looking for a nicer cover pot or cache pot to put this in. This leaf right here is turning yellow, and I noticed that when I unboxed it, but it doesn't seem to have turned more yellow in the week that these were in water. So I'm going to leave it. It's the natural progression for older leaves to turn yellow and fall off, or you cut them off. And that's okay. But this white princess is gonna do great. I may put this in my bedroom next to the pink princess, which actually my pink princess is just giving off a new leaf. So let me get these situated where I want them to be and also show you the new plant stand, and so you can take a closer look at them. Okay, so here we are in the dining room. And this is the stand that I was telling you about. It is a metal stand. It can be separated into two pieces. I have it as one piece, so I can just, put on top of each other some plants. It can also be widened. It has these, let's see if I can show it to you, these little screws there that you can widen them out. You see that? Probably not. Anyways, you can make it wider to hold a wider pot. Since it's a metal stand, it can you know, it's pretty sturdy. It can hold a lot. So right now I did put my ZZ plant on top there. This is one of the other pots that I got from Jofamy, and I put the painted lady here while she still fits, because I know she's not going to fit under there much longer. Remember this plant stand? This was the last one they sent me. I love this one. This one actually is on wheels. So here's the ring of fire right on top. This east-facing window gets glorious morning sun. Here is the Anthurium silver blush. Down over here is the Monstera Ansonia variegated. These I already had. This is that Christmas cactus. And my silver sword, look, it's coming back. Remember, it was struggling. It's finally coming back. Now, the other ones I did put in my bedroom. Okay, so, well, that backlight is something. Let me close this real quick. There we go. Now, this is a south-facing window here, but I also have a grow bulb up there because it wasn't getting quite enough sun, and these Hoyas here love sun. So I did put the Hoya back here. There it is. It's doing great. Here is the white princess and my pink princess. This is the last one. It has pink on it, but look how torn it is. So this is the next one that opened. I really wish the leaves would come in bigger, but we'll see. So we'll see how these do here. I do need to get some more saucers, some more plastic saucers to catch that water. So that is next on my Amazon list of things to get, but I think those will do wonderful here. Okay. So if you enjoyed this video, friends, please do give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel so much, and make sure that you subscribe before we say goodbye, and you don't miss any of my videos, friends. Thanks so much. I appreciate you spending a little part of your day with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day, friends. Bye-bye now.